Hello, my name is Ashley. Today we're going to do another new motif, new design, Armenian needle lace. This is my mother-in-law's mother-in-law needle lace. It's very delicate, so I'm going to do a couple of her motifs I'm going to teach you, a new design. All right, we're going to start. Now we're going to do this bamboo sticks over here that you see, which it has two little flower petal in it, and it goes, and you know that the bamboo has lines, so that's what she tried to do. This is my mother-in-law's mother-in-law needle lace it is, so I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna do it for you, so you'll see what easy and nice design it is. Now, people who didn't know what's this Armenian needle lace, they can go on a playlist or a video. You can see so many designs, but on a playlist you can see from the beginning, from 1 to 8, so which is like the beginning to start to do this kind of motif, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So first you take your thread, you put behind your needle lace. This one is in the front, that's the last piece that we finished it, and the thread is always stays on top, and the back part you always go under. All right, so you pull it, and then the thread goes through the hoop, and we'll pull it, and here it became knots. Now you can secure this together, or you can keep one this side and one that side, so it won't look bulky. So now we have to start. We have to do from the beginning the little petal. All right, from each, let's make it a little bigger. Let's put it in my finger. This is one petal in the same seeds, in the same place. We go back again, and we'll do it another one, another petal, flower petal. Here is for you too. It's like just like rabbit ears. And then you go to the next, and you pull it. Let me see over here. All right, and you do it one more time. Now that you jump to the next, now that you see I jump to the next, in the same hole I go back. I keep the thread on top of the needle, and this one goes under. And here is another one, and then I go one more time in the same place, and I'll do another one. There you go. Now I'm going to go 5 seeds. I'm going to give a space the way you will see it here. Do you see those are the bamboo sticks? She kept it space between them. So we can leave 5, we can leave 6, we can leave 7, as many as you want. But less it is, of course, it's always will be good, because it's a pretty design it will show. So there's one. And one more thing too, let me tell you, which I think I've said this before. When you have to put separate far away from each other, like here, every 5 seed or every 4 seed, you have to make sure that when you go around, it will be even, the spaces. Sometimes it can be one less or one extra, it's okay, but try to make it the same furtherness, so it will look very nice and balanced. You know, usually in the needle lace, because it's tiny, you won't see the difference too much. But if you make it like 2 or 3 extra seed, it's gonna make it bigger, smaller, like tighter, closer. So just try to make it as even as you can. Now, while it's small, it's always good to count. For example, I put over here, for example, 2 flower petal, and then I will leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seeds, and then I'm gonna jump here to make a petal, or on 5. and then next to it 2, and then you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to do again 2. You have to make sure that more or less you're close, so you don't want to go over, finish it 5, 5, and then the pedal part, it comes again next to it. It won't look nice. So calculate yourself so you will keep space between your needle lace, so it will be nice and balanced. It will be even. I'm sure you understood. Let me show you over here again. Like I said, when you count those seeds, try to make it all even, and while the needle lace is still small, it's easier to count them, and it will be more noticeable if you do a lot of mistakes. But the bigger it gets, it doesn't show that much 1 seed extra or 2 seeds extra. Here, that you see, if I don't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and between them to do, this might come here closer, like for example, and it will be very bad. It will be 4 lines here and the rest 1. It doesn't look good. So make sure you count them. While it's very little, it's easy to count and measure it. But once it gets bigger, like I said, it will be easier if you did a little extra or a little less. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 2 little pedals here. There's 1 and there is 2. Here's 2 little pedals. Now I'm going to go to the next, and then I'm going to do another 2 pedals here. There's 1 and there is 2. And now I'm going to go again. I'm going to do 5 seeds just like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to do 5 seeds, 5 regular seeds. That's 1. That's 2. I think I'm not going too fast, but in case you're new, what you have to do, you put your needle in the thread, it will be on top, and the back part you always go under like this. So this is 3. But like I said, if you go on my playlist, I'm teaching you over there from the beginning. You will be able to do it very easy. So this is 5 seeds already. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to go 2 pedals in it. There you go. That's 1 and that's 2. All right. And then we go next. And then we do another 2 pedals. That's 1. That's 2. All right, now we're going to do 5 pedals. That's 1. That's 2. This is 3, 4, and 5. And try to make it more or less even, the seeds. Now I will go, while this is 5, I will go in the same place. I'll turn the stitches as always I do, go under. I will put 2 pedals. And then I go to the next. I'll do just regular seed. And then I put 2 pedals. This is very simple, easy. For the beginners, it will help because it's not so much complicated. So now you see it. Pedals here, and then 5 seeds, pedals, 5 seeds, pedals, 5 seeds, pedal, 5 seeds I'm going to do. But now that I'm getting closer, I want to make sure that it will be more or less the same furtherness. So I don't want to work now, but I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You put the seeds, and then you put the seeds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. you put the pedal, I'm supposed to say pedal, not seeds. You put the pedal here, and then you put the pedal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One pedal here and one pedal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like it's coming perfectly the right place that I want. So I have no trouble then because I'm doing exactly the same. Now let's say if it was only 3, I would have added extra seeds, so it will make a little bit spacey, so it doesn't become closer, the pedals together. All right, let's do this. That's 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. So now, in the 5th, I'm going to put 2 pedals. That's 1. And that's 2. Now I'm going to jump to the next. And now I'm going to do here 2 pedals. There you go. That's 1. And 2. Now I'm going to go again 5 seeds. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now that we have 5, now we're going to make again 2 seeds here, 2 pedal here, 2 pedal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 pedal here, 2 pedal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like 1 seed is getting extra. So what we do is just, we're gonna, let's see if we can blind one of the seeds so it will be perfectly even. Let's see. That's 1 pedal, 2 pedal. We jump. 1 petal here. And 1 petal here. All right, let's take this thing out. You remember when I was showing you and teaching you in case if it gets plea or gets tight, the mistakes, for example. Now let's say if this is getting, which I need to minus 1 of them. I don't have to, but if I can, it will be nice. So it will be perfectly even because there is only 1 left. I can leave it that way or I can minus it. And if it looks like too much plea, then I prefer to blind 1 of them so it will be perfect stitch and it will be even the seeds and it will be less plea for me. So this is 4 and this is 5. Now we're going to put 2 pedal here. All right, that's 1 and 2. Remember, we're going in the same seeds, we're putting 2 pedals. There you go. Now we have to jump here. And then we're going to make 2 pedal here. And I have to cut this thread because it's bothering me. Just make sure when you cut them, sometimes do not cut your needle lace. Make sure that you hold and you do it. Sometimes you can cut it by mistake. All right, that's 1. And then that's 2. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think one of them it's extra. And while it's a little bit loose, maybe I can blind one of the stitches. But let's see how can we do it. Even if I can't, if I don't do it, it's okay. Because it's not so much far away space from each other. 2, 3, 4, I guess there it is, 5. So what we have to do now, because there is this little pedals over here, it will cover it. So now from the back, from the middle, between them there is little seeds. Remember? We were jumping. So I go between them, and I'm just gonna make like a bridge, just like go simple way from the back, and I will just work regularly, just regular seeds. So I'm gonna turn, you're gonna go one round, just regular seed. That's what you're gonna do now. All right, let me go a little bit faster here because I know you can do it. Between them, there is a little seeds. Go between, and then you go from the back, and regular seeds, all of them. There you go. Here we go. So I'm going to go around. I guess my thread is going to be finished. I have to put new thread. All right. All right, when your thread is finished, just make sure it's always behind your petals, that it's hiding. Don't do in the middle. If your thread is almost getting shorter, then cut it. Or if you can go until to the end, like until to the end of the, from here to go behind, do that. If no, just cut it behind them. So when you start, you don't want to see a starter. You don't want to see any bulky thread or, you know, tied up or anything. So this way the needle lace will look cleaner. If you don't have other choice, that's different. But in this situation, we have a choice. We can do it because there is petals over here. We can hide behind them. So here you see my thread is finished. I can still continue to do it, but I'm going to finish it right here. I already started to do the second row, which is before the petals. We just went simply regular seed with it. Now I'm almost to the last line, which is like third row which we are doing the petals. And I'm sure you saw it how I was doing. Again, I'm going to do the seeds, which is always the seeds are 5 seeds they are, which we don't need to count like I said. Once we have the motif, the design, all we have to do is go round and round and do the right thing. That's all. No counting. So now I'm behind the petals, which is simply, you just put your finger, if it's hard for you, put your nails and go in and just do the regular petal. You go again in the same place. You go 2 petals. There you go. That's 1. And that's 2. Always with your needle. You can pull it. You can make it smaller. You can make it shorter. Here's the 2 petal behind. Sometimes you just have to be careful that by mistake your petal doesn't get caught with the other petals that you're doing it. So put your nails, if it's hard for you, go inside to the next, make a little seeds, and then do your petals, 2 petals. That's 1. Or you can always, with your needle, you can go down and you can put it in. You don't have to hold it with your nail. If it's hard for you, do that, whichever makes you comfortable. Anyway, we are on the last, which is, this is the last one it is. Again, we're going to make the seeds. All right. Everybody knows it. You put your needle. Again, always the top and the back part goes under the needle. So now this is my second row of the petals, the flower petals. So what I do now, I have to go the third line now. Now the third part, we're just gonna do regular seed, no petal, just doing seed. We're just gonna do regular jumping. a bridge. See, this is the bridge, and then when we come back again, all over when we reach here, again we put the petals behind. It's very simple, but it's pretty design, and it's easier for people who's starting it. Your hands get used to it, and you'll do it. You'll do fine. Like I always repeat, if you want, you can always go on my playlist and you see all my needle laces, the designs and everything. Even you see from the starter, from the beginning to the end. Sometimes they are not showing on YouTube. It doesn't pop out. It doesn't come. So if you go on my playlist, you'll see all my needle lace. If you go on my videos, you'll see all my art, crafts, gardening, cooking, and all kind of things, building, fixing. I like to do things with my hands. Always I'm working, doing things. So there is a lot of things you might be interested to know about my work. So anyway, this is the way you will do it, and I want to thank again to all of you who's watching, who's supporting me. I do appreciate a lot, and I thank special thanks to all the patrons on my patreon.com. And I thank you all, and I hope I will see you to the next art. All right. See, now that I finish, I should not forget, it's always finish your thread behind the, pedals or whatever, like hide it. If I do here again, it's okay, but if I come in the middle, then you're gonna see starter. So it's always good to hide behind the pedals or behind other designs that it doesn't show. And then you'll take it and you'll trim it. Just like this. Just be careful that you don't cut your needle lace, because you have to cut all of them by one, and you start it again, because this is not a crochet. So this is the way. Now I want to show you, maybe some other time I will show you something else. So this is the way you will do it. I want to thank you very, very much again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I want to thank to all my patrons on patreon.com for their support to make my channel possible. Thank you.